and it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professors spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme sliding in girls' DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champions.
I need my hands. Let's
go, street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Sports professor, you know. Yo, street professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Street!
Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, know you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Don't me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then I double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trick. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. No. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
What up, bro?
What up?
Hey. We good. Everything's good. The music's good, everything's good, bro.
Old school. Here we are. 128. Welcome to the show, The Bottom Line Sports. On the road here. Canteen just got back from the road. The old professor missing in action.
And the potato chip, where's the potato chip man? Frito Lay.
Potato chip man missing. I don't know where he at.
He said he's taking down displays from the 4th of July, man.
He said he's popping some fireworks. What he Yeah. Crazy. Welcome to the show, the Bottom Line Sports. It's gonna be a abbreviated show. We got old school. The OGs are here. Flo, Can the man right there. Talk a little sports, take up conversation. I'm on the road here. Can are posting stuff. Join the conversation. in the comments, however you want to. Find us at The Bottom Line Sports. The Bottom Line Sports.
On all social media platforms.
All social media platforms.
All platforms,
X,
baby.
YouTube. I think we're still on Twitch. We're on X. Just appreciate y'all going into the live. On the conversation, talk a little sports today. Appreciating the show without the fellas. I'm here in Southside, New Mexico, on the way to Lubbock, Texas. Go hard.
Hey, Flo.
Yeah.
This show right here, man.
Yeah.
That's my. Hey, you got my favorite background music. This show reminds me, probably about 8-9 months ago. Was it like 8-9 months ago? We were in Dallas, man, and
yeah.
Man, it reminds me of the Dallas show the night we were over at that Airbnb with OMAR. And
oh yeah,
all the plugs came loose and we went haywire crazy, man. And then hey, things happen, man. But we digress. We are resilient. Hey, at the bottom line, we are resilient and we bounce back.
Resilient, baby.
We can be in a stadium. We can be in a van. We can be in a bathroom. It does not matter. We find ways to make things happen, bro.
We find a way to make it happen. We found a way to make it happen.
Man. We improvise, man. We improvise, baby.
I even got the sound effects going on. Let's go, man.
Hey, Flo in the van with the sound effects going, baby.
Yeah, I'm on the road doing it all, man. Thanks for joining the show. Appreciate everybody on the live or on the repeat. Appreciate you guys. Talk a little football. Talk a little NBA. Talk a little MLB. Maybe a little Olympics in there. You got some MLB for us, Kenji, Tan the Man, the Stat Man.
Yeah, man. So, hey, man, as we look at the Major League Baseball stuff, man, we're looking at the American League East right now. The Orioles are still in first place there at 57-33. The Yankees are slightly 3 games behind them at 55-37. Red Sox
are falling off.
Yeah, the Yankees are falling off. So, hey, Jake, potato chip, man. If you throwing potato chips or lighting fireworks at Frito-Lay, your team is falling, baby.
I'm eating some more chips.
Hey, the Rays and the Rays are 13 games behind, and the Blue Jays are actually 16 games behind. The American League Central, the Guardians are still atop of that division at 56-33, and the Twins falling behind them with 5 games behind. I really don't see much coming from the Royals, Tigers, or the White Sox. White Sox are like 32 games behind. Tigers are 14 games behind. The Royals 8 games. When we look at the closest division that seems to have the most friction and seems that this division may be a toss-up, the Mariners are at 49-43 atop of that division, over 500. Then you have the Astros over 500 at 46-44 at 2 games behind. But the Rangers, man, the Rangers are playing prominent baseball right now, and the Rangers are at 43-48 with 5.5 games behind, man. Yep. So I mean that's what we have out for the American League. When we look at the National League, Phillies are 58-32. The Braves are 7.5 games behind. I think the Braves, if they get healthy and they get on the right glide path, the Braves may be a team that we may see that may be able to do some damage within the playoffs. But everybody else that is within the National League East, the Marlins are 26 games behind. The Nationals are 17 games behind. And the Mets are 14 games behind. So I don't really see too much from those 3 teams, but I do see the Braves being able to peak and make something happen within the rest of the baseball season as we come upon the All-Star break, which is the All-Star break is actually this weekend coming up. The All-Star break is this weekend.
All-Star break this weekend. Y'all catch the All-Star break, the Major League Baseball All-Star break. This should be some fun. Yeah, like I said, they're already putting out some of these playoff standings. Like the playoffs at the end right now, the Orioles would be a number 1 seed, Guardians number 2 seed, Mariners number 3.
Now,
and then the number 1 wild card is Yankees, then the Twins, then the Red Sox there in the American League. And then the National League, you would have the Phillies the number 1 slot, then the Dodgers, then the Brewers.
The Brewers are at 53 and 38.
Right.
And the
Braves will be the wild card right now.
Yeah. And then the Cardinals are 4.5 games. They're at 48-42 behind.
They'll be the number 2 wild card.
They're behind the Brewers,
Padres.
and then you have the Dodgers 55-36. But then the Padres are 7.5 games behind the Dodgers, man. So, man, bro, as I said earlier, man, I think there's a toss-up across the whole Major League Baseball platform right now. I think once we get through this All-Star weekend, bro, I mean, you got to look at it, bro. We're halfway through July, bro.
Right.
I mean, after Sunday, we'll only have, 15, 16 days left in the month, bro. And then you got to think about it, man. August is going to roll in here hot and heavy, man. You got preseason football kicking off on like August the 5th with a Hall of Fame game. Baseball will take its peak. College football kicking off on the 31st. So there's so much that's going to transpire within like the next 60 days, man. And what I'm saying for baseball teams, man, I mean, you need to be, relaxed during the All-Star break, but really be ready to come out and play and swing and play your major baseball after the All-Star break, because you're going to separate the men from the boys at that point, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, I mean, the Royals, the Astros are out. The Rays are out.
Yeah.
My Rangers are out right now. The Diamondbacks, the Mets are out. The Giants are out. And so a lot of teams that were in the playoffs last year are out right now.
They won't even see it this year.
But we'll see. I mean, they're not out of it completely right now. If the playoffs were to start today, they'd be out. So a lot of work for some of these teams coming out of the All-Star break. Who do you see making a push who's not currently in the playoffs right now as we speak? Making a push to get in, because you got the Royals right there, the Astros and the Rays over there in the American League, and then you've got the Diamondbacks, the Mets, and the Giants kind of right behind the Padres and the Cardinals there. I don't know. Do you see a team kind of getting hot after the All-Star break?
Man, right now, I would say, who did you say from the American League that you thought would be hot?
I'm just saying from the American League, the Royals are just outside of the wild card, as well as the Astros and the Rays, and then the Rangers are next after that.
Man, right now, man, probably the Astros, man.
Okay.
The Astros, where they currently sit at 46-44, they're playing at .511 over 500.
Yeah,
Man,
they're 3.5 games out from the playoffs.
Yeah. I see them being a perennial powerhouse. I see them being able to, but like I said, Flo, there's so much baseball left, and man, like I said, I've never watched that Major League Baseball. I don't know how these guys take the home run derby and all their games seriously. But I think after these guys get through next week, after Sunday, Monday, whatever, then man, I think these guys that really want to play and really want to go on a push, man. Like I said, I counted the Braves out, but I think, man, the Braves may shake back. Astros look really, really, really good, man. And I really want to see if the Orioles can make a push and stay above the American League East.
Right. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let us know what you guys think. Who's going to make the playoffs? Who's maybe not in the playoffs right now. The Astros, certainly they're formidable. The Royals have been a surprise team this year. Let's see if they can finish the season and get in the playoffs. And then, of course, in the National League, the Diamondbacks were a playoff team last year. The Mets haven't made it in a while. They're right there. So I'm sure OMAR would like to see the Mets get in there. But he said he'd rather them not get in than apparently make the playoffs and then maybe build for the future still. So we'll see. Let us know what you think. Which team will get hot out there after the All-Star break and make a push for the playoffs in the Major League Baseball. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Canteen. Anything else for baseball?
Nah, that's what I got for baseball, bro.
Okay. All right, so Team USA, some people say this is the deepest team that the USA has had in basketball for the Olympics. You know, it's double elimination. What do you think, Canteen? As it's just me and you, we'll talk about the story back and forth. But the Team USA is obviously the favorites to win the gold. But there's a lot of teams that have a lot of NBA players. Greece has got Giannis. Canada's got like 4 or 5 NBA players. SGA, they have Brooks. They have Jamal Murray.
What? So, where's Schroeder playing, man? Remember that kid Schroeder played for the Lakers?
I don't know if he's playing on the Olympics. He's not playing in the Olympics.
He's not playing Olympics. Okay.
But what is more likely to happen? You think, Canteen? Is it more likely that the Team USA basketball team that they go undefeated, or is it more likely they lose a game, you know, still get the gold, or is it more likely to blow everybody out?
All right, Flo. So let me run through a few names first, and this is to me, this will solidify everything, man. Bam Adebayo, Devin Booker, Curry, Davis, Durant. I mean, Anthony Edwards. If you look at the men's Olympic team, Embiid, Halliburton, right. I think the U.S. has all the powerhouse players from each team, from each conference.
And surprisingly, Canteen,
hey,
Steph Curry has never won a gold medal.
I'm not a big fan of Steve Kerr being the head coach. I got my reserved feelings about Kerr. I think Kerr trash. I think he washed up.
As a coach, come on, Cam.
I like Spoelstra. I love Tyronn Lue, and I love Mark Few, the coach that set up Gonzaga, man. But
is it more likely they lose the game, still get the gold, or they just blow everybody away?
They may slip up and lose one.
Okay. Okay. Who do you think beats them, maybe?
Man.
They probably won't meet Canada until later on. We'll see. They're gonna play Serbia, Greece with Giannis, but
no. Let me take this back. They got Canada early on, bro.
Oh, they do.
They got Canada July 10th.
Okay.
So I think.
Go ahead. I'm talking about when the Olympics start. The Olympics don't start till the 26th of July.
So they start out with Serbia. So they start out July 28th. They got Serbia, then they got South Sudan, Puerto Rico.
Right. South Sudan ain't gonna make it, I don't think.
Nah, man, it's hard to say, man. The way the stage is set now, I think they might have a field day, bro. They got all the guns, bro. When they selected the men's team, they got all the heavy hitters, bro. The heavy hitters, man.
Yeah. Okay.
They may go for the gusto and not lose it all.
So who do you put as your starters then, right there? Who do you start?
Man, bro, I'm going with LeBron. This we're going Bron. And then we'll go Anthony Davis, Curry, probably Halliburton, and Bam Adebayo.
Are you kidding me, man?
Who would you go with?
Man, you got to put Embiid in there.
Who?
Embiid. He's the number one guy.
Okay, so you start Embiid at 5.
Embiid at the 5. I will probably put in
Durant at 4.
I'll probably put Durant. Probably put in Tatum.
Davis.
And then my 2 guards would be Curry and
Edwards
probably.
Okay.
That's where I would start.
I cannot object against what you laid out, bro. I dig it.
Yeah. I mean, I can see LeBron starting, but I mean, why start him? I mean, you got all these other guys that can start. I mean, I think Kawhi is a little dinged up. He may not start. Otherwise, you might start him. But yeah, I think you got Bam and Anthony Davis coming off the bench, Devin Booker coming off the bench. I mean, all these guys are used to starting pretty much. So it's going to be something new for almost all of them coming off the bench. You know what I mean?
Right.
But,
Absolutely.
yeah, but I'm with you. I think they might slip up once and still get the goal.
As I said, bro, they'll fall to one, but I think they can bounce back. They'll end up winning, man. Because like I said, man, when I look at like top heavy for that roster, man, I mean they got Adebayo, Booker, Curry, Davis, Durant, Edwards, Embiid, Halliburton, Holiday, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and they got Tatum. All heavy hitters. And Flo, I don't want to say this, but they got all brothers. All the bros. But they made a good selection based off. They picked from a good talent pool.
All
right?
the brothers.
The brothers.
I mean, you know.
Come on, man.
What else you got, man? All the other good players are foreigners.
Foreigners.
Luka, Joker.
Foreigners.
Yeah. So we ain't got any more Larry Birds out there, man, on the American side. I mean, I guess the closest thing you got is Booker, right? I don't know. Right?
Bruh gone, man. Bruh gone.
He didn't miss.
So now you want to say Devin Booker? He half and half.
I don't know.
Come on, bro. You know he half and half. You know that.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's the closest thing you got, man.
He missed. Come on,
I'm
man.
just saying. You ain't got no more white guys playing.
Hey, you know that. Hey, now, Flo, I ain't gonna try to. Hey,
basketball.
I'm not gonna try to downplay the white guys, but they ain't got no prominent white American guys on the USA.
Yeah, not really. I mean, there really isn't that many. There used to be. I mean, Larry Bird's probably who was after Larry Bird? That was Mullins was on the last team.
Probably Chris Mullins, Kurt.
Who?
I think Kurt made one of them teams.
Oh, didn't he? I don't think he made the Olympics.
I don't know. Man, ain't nobody plays at Chris Mullins, man.
Chris Mullins back in the day, man, he was good. I can't remember the last. Hey, that's a good trivia question. Who was the last white guy to make the Team USA? I can't remember. I mean, there probably has been. I just can't think of it. But who was the last quote-unquote white guy to make the Team USA or non-black guy? I don't know. However you want to put it. Hey, that was mad that he wasn't playing with France or something.
All right, Flo. They say in 20 years, there's only 2 white guys to play on Team USA. I'm about to pull them up.
Oh, okay. All right. Let us know what you think. See if y'all know who the last white guy to play on Team USA. It may have been Larry Bird. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Zach LaVine.
Zach, he's not white, man.
He's not white.
I think he's mixed too. Isn't he mixed?
I think he mixed too.
Yeah. I was trying to think. Maybe was it Steve Nash?
But he's Hispanic, man.
Steve Nash ain't Hispanic, man. What are you talking about?
Hold on, man.
He ain't no Hispanic, man. Come on, man.
Bro. There's only been. It says in the last 20 years, there's only been 2 white players to play on Team USA, man. I'm looking it up now as we speak, bro.
Okay, well we don't got it. I mean, I was just wondering because I can't remember since you brought it up. They was all black. They was all brothers on the team, you know. All right, so let's move on. Huh?
Nah, man, I said wrong person, man.
Okay. So let's talk a little NFL, slip in some NFL, and then we'll talk a little NBA, kind of see what kind of goes from there. So NFL canteen on the AFC side, we all kind of know the Chiefs are kind of the favorites over the AFC. Who's the biggest threat to the Chiefs in the AFC? You know, is it the Ravens? Is it the Bengals? Is it the Bills? I mean, who do you think is the biggest threat? Of course, they're the favorites, but if there was somebody that could possibly knock them off in the AFC Championship, who do you think that would be over there?
Man, Flo, right now?
In In the
I think
AFC.
the most prominent team right now in the AFC, hands down, is Kansas City, man. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But I mean, who can knock Kansas City off? Who's the only
right now? The team that has the prominence and the probability to knock Kansas City off. Man, that's tough, man. I mean, if we look,
I mean, you got to stick to it. I'm just saying, right now, who do you think would be that team right now as we, before preseason and all that? Kind of your first thought.
Baltimore. And the reason I say Baltimore is because you got Lamar Jackson, you got Derrick Henry, you got Zay Flowers. They got a stacked up offense, stacked up defense. I think their offensive coordinator, guy that came from Georgia.
Yeah.
He's done a phenomenal job with the offense, and their defense looks good. But right now, if you look numbers-wise and on papers-wise, right now, Baltimore is the best suited team with their record from last season at 13-4. The Bills went 11-6. Kansas City even went 11-6 for their season last year. But watch this. I think the team that's gonna make the biggest turn and do some great things this year and really be a threat to Kansas City, possibly FLO, Cincinnati. I need a healthy Joe Burrow.
So you pick two teams now, Cincinnati or the Ravens? Who do you think?
Ravens.
Ravens. Okay.
Hands down.
Okay.
Now, Lamar Jackson got a lot on the table. He got to prove, man. He got to prove a lot, bro. I mean, they had a phenomenal season. They lost to Buffalo last year in the playoffs? Who did they lose to? Buffalo?
Who?
Who did Baltimore lose for the playoffs?
They lost to the Chiefs.
In the wild card divisional round.
I think that was the AFC Championship game.
No, but I'm saying, who did the Baltimore beat somebody and then they end up playing in the AFC Championship? I forgot who they beat. But they won 2 games.
I think they beat the Bills, didn't they? Or they beat the Texans, right?
They beat the Texans at home, and then the Bills beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, and then they lost. Baltimore lost in the AFC Championship.
AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Now, I think Lamar Jackson got a lot to prove. I mean, I think that he's worthy of proving it this year, man. But it's hard, man, Flo. It's hard to beat Kansas City, man.
I mean,
hard to beat Andy Reid.
Fair, he doesn't get as much criticism, really, but he's got as many wins as Dak. Dak is like 1-4, I think. Lamar's like 1-4, or something like that, 2-4. I mean, he's got a losing record in the playoffs for sure. He did win a couple last year, so he might be 2-4 or something like that. Maybe 3-5. But he's kind of faltered in the playoffs. That's kind of been Dak's thing. Do you think he should get more criticism?
Who's that?
Lamar Jackson, because he doesn't seem like he get as much as Dak. I mean, Dak, of course, plays for the Cowboys.
So, Flo, I'm in the infamous words of Alberto Flores. Flo always say that when quarterbacks get big deals, when they get paid large amounts of money, they tend to choke and croak when it comes to playoff situations, man. And we see it all the time, man. I think that Lamar Jackson is taking his whooping, taking his lickings as a man, and he's learned from his mistakes. And I think that this year, the tables will turn, man.
So this is his year to turn it and make a run at the Super Bowl, possibly.
What their schedule look like?
So you feel like it's probably gonna be a rematch at this point?
All right, so
I mean, we don't gotta look at the whole schedule. I'm just saying.
No. Let me make a speculation. Let me give you 5 games to make speculations on the Baltimore Ravens, bro. They open up on Thursday night against the Chiefs. I don't think they beat Kansas City in Arrowhead on Thursday night, week 1. They're not gonna beat Kansas City, so that's a loss right there.
But that's a bigger game for the Ravens, though, isn't it? That's a bigger game.
No. Listen, I'm gonna give you my first 5 games predicting the Ravens, man.
All right.
They won't beat the Chiefs on Thursday Night Football week 1. That's a loss. They'll beat the Raiders week 2. Week 3 they come to us in Dallas. This will be tight across the board. I'm not going to predict anybody right now. I need to see what both teams look like before I make a prediction on this game. Week 4, they'll beat the Bills. In week 5, they got to go to the Bengals. They won't beat them then. So they might be 2-3 or 3-2 possibly coming out.
That's not good.
That's
3-2.
That's what I'm saying.
So who do they beat in that 5-game stretch?
They'll beat the Raiders, Bills, and possibly Dallas.
Okay. Yeah, if they come out of that stretch 3-2, that'd be pretty good for them.
Then that'll paint a good picture, man. Because like I said, bro, I mean, it's about to get hot and heavy, man. NFL coming. It's coming.
It's coming. Yeah.
Quick.
I mean, I kind of like I kind of like Houston to make a little run this year.
Now Houston finished 10-7.
Now, even though I did say that I thought CJ would have a sophomore slump.
He had a great year.
I mean, but I can see him having a sophomore slump.
Yeah, second year.
Next season.
A few kinks in the way, you know.
And where everybody kind of knows him now. He was kind of an unknown coming into the season. And now teams kind of have film on him. They know what his tendencies are. See how he adjusts to how defenses have probably adjusted to him. That's going to be key to CJ Stroud. Can he adjust to the defenses now that they have a lot of tape on him? They know they're going to know his weaknesses. They're going to know his tendencies.
And the thing
let's see how he adjusts.
The point that you just made, Flo, they'll be able to pick those guys apart and be able to have a greater understanding of who CJ Stroud is, his capabilities, and what he's done. So for a guy like that, he cannot make freshman mistakes. He got to be able to bounce back. And you said a sophomore slump. Now, I think at his playing level, you learn, you bounce back, and you got to push forward, man.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can see the Texans making a run. I mean, there's always a team that kind of comes out that wasn't in it last year. Who do you see kind of coming out of there that didn't make the playoffs last year that will kind of make a little run this year?
American League? I mean, AFC?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they were talking AFC.
Man,
who didn't make the playoffs last year.
You might think I'm crazy for saying this, man.
Besides the Bengals, because we all kind of feel like the Bengals are going to make it.
Nah, man. Like I said, the Bengals going to be good, man. I think in his first year coaching, I like Harbaugh.
Okay, you like the Chargers.
I like Harbaugh and the Chargers. I think Harbaugh and the Chargers will finish second in the AFC West right now.
Okay.
Right now, with the experience, with the coaching, and with the quarterback, I think Harbaugh can put some spin on the ball, put some spin on the whole organization.
Okay.
I like the Chargers coming out for the AFC West, but I like the Chargers as a sleeper team.
So you don't think it's going to be the Broncos?
Who? I'm taking a drink today. I'm taking a drink.
We know Jake thinks the Broncos going to make it. Yeah.
You know, Jake, let me tell you about Jake. Jake is delusional. How you still firing off fireworks and the day is the 9th? Or the day was day the 9th or the day the 8th?
I don't know what he's doing.
The day the 9th.
He eating chips out there, shooting fireworks. I don't know what he's doing.
Jake. And then Jake.
Make it make sense.
I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
What is Jake doing out there? He said
now, if you want to... Now let's talk NFC.
All right, so I had a question on the NFC. My first question for the NFC was, which quarterback is under the most pressure? I had Dak, Jalen Hurts, or Brock Purdy. Who's under the most pressure next year, or is it some other quarterback?
There ain't even no question, man. Dak Prescott.
Okay.
Dak. And Flo, the reason I say Dak is Dak got to answer the question is why are we having 12-5 seasons, 11-6, 10-7? Why are we consistently having seasons that we continue to win? We continue to win the division. Hear me out, Flo.
Okay.
12-5 seasons.
Okay.
And why can't we beat a 7-seeded Green Bay team? Now, if you look at the 3 quarterbacks you named, I'll give Hurts a hall pass because of that slump that you talked about. That slump, they get the big payday, Flo. Come on, you said it out of your own mouth.
I said usually they don't have a good season.
They don't. So he got a good payday. He didn't have a good season last year. He went 11-6, but they choked too. Now, here's what I'm saying.
They definitely choke at the end of the season.
Out of all 3 quarterbacks you named,
yeah,
Brock Purdy went 12-5.
Yeah, but
they still haven't cut Brock Purdy a solid long-term deal. So when I say the quarterback that has a lot on the table,
but they can't because he was drafted.
Right.
He's in his second. This is his 3rd year, so they can't actually offer a contract until after this year.
Here's the thing, Flo. Here's the thing. Dak has the most to prove. I was watching NFL Network today, man. I was watching NFL Network on my break when I was out at school with the guys hanging out.
Okay.
Dak said he's not concerned about no money. That's what he said on NFL Network. Dak said his main objective now is to focus on winning, and the money's gonna come.
Okay.
Right? Now, Flo, let me caveat on this one note right here, and I'm gonna ask you 5 simple questions, man. And I just want your opinion on what you think out of 5 games where we stand and where you think we'll sit. Right? This
Cowboys.
Okay. Week 1 we're in Cleveland at the Browns at the Dog Pound. Week 1 we're at the Dog Pound.
Yeah.
Win or loss.
That's a tough one. They got a good
Cleveland
defense. I'm gonna say it's a win because I think Deshaun. I think he still got to get himself back into
a groove
of football.
Right.
He hasn't really played the whole season in a long time, so I think he's got to get a couple of games to get his legs back under him, so to speak. So I think we can win that game because Deshaun's probably going to struggle a little bit, even though that defense is solid. I think we can come out with a W there.
All right. Home over the New Orleans Saints in Dallas.
That's a tough one. The Saints always play as well.
Wrap it.
But a home opener, I feel like we only lost 1 game, which happened in the playoffs last year. but I'm gonna say we pull out a game, the first game at home. We kind of continue that winning streak, that good home field advantage. I feel like we can win that game 1.
All right. Week 3, we got the Ravens rolling into town.
Week 3, that's gonna be tough. The Ravens got a lot to prove. Is that in Baltimore?
In Dallas, AT&T.
Okay, that gives us a little bit of advantage. Man, I feel like we could lose that game because Baltimore is a solid team. They got a really good defense. Let's see how Derrick Henry looks. Let's see how that offense looks. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be a totally different kind of offense. I mean, they've always been kind of a running team. Lamar's lost some weight. He may be a little quicker, but I don't know how much pounding he can take running around. So I feel like we could squeak that one out, possibly. I'm going to say we'll probably squeak that one out by the skin of our teeth. Man, by field goal, we squeak that one out. But it could be tough.
All right, week 4, Thursday night football. We're at MetLife, Giants.
Okay. Giants want to play us tough. Daniel Jones, he's finally got a receiver or 2. He did lose Saquon, though, so the running game's going to struggle. They're still trying to shore up that offensive line. I feel like we win that one fairly handily. Maybe by 10 points.
All right. Week 5.
Okay.
Sunday night football. Pittsburgh. Heinz Field.
Okay. You either got Russell Wilson still starting or what's his name?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields may be starting by then. I don't know. It all depends on Russell Wilson. I feel like we may lose that one or the Baltimore game. One of those two games we lose. It could be this one or it could be the Baltimore game. So I say we lose this one. If not, we win it and lose the Baltimore game. But I will lose one of those two games just because they got a tough defense. And I would say the Steelers won because it's on the road. Steelers play really well at home. Mike Tomlin, if they've lost a couple games, he doesn't want to lose any more games. They're going to play us tough. And by then, they'll know what they have in Russell Wilson, and they'll have a game plan set up to make him successful, whether it's running more, whether it's play defense and play ball control, whatever that might be.
So
I feel like we have a chance to win that game.
So out of 5 games, where do we sit, bro?
I say we're 4-1.
4-1 out of 5 games. Now, let me say this, Flo, before we move forward. Last year, Dallas won the division at 12-5. Detroit won at 12-5. NFC North, we won NFC East 12-5. Tampa Bay won the NFC South at 9-8. And the NFC West was won by a 10-7 Rams team. Who do you project from the NFC that can make a run and has the potential team and potential organization to really dominate this year, NFC-wise? I know you asked me AFC-wise, so I'm just flipping the question on you.
To dominate? I don't think any team's going to dominate.
Okay.
I feel like the Rams will probably make the playoffs. I feel like they're going to make a little bit of resurgence. They were 10-7 last year, and that was with what's his name? Stafford not being fully healthy. He was a little banged up, and then Cooper Kupp was kind of coming off an injury, so he wasn't. I don't think he had fully recovered from his injury from the year prior. I think he'll be 100% now. And then you got Puka Nacua, who's looking really good now. His second year, I feel like he's going to really come to his own. They drafted Blake Corum. I think he'd be a solid third down guy as a rookie. I think he could be solid for them. And they have Kyrie Williams also. So I think Matt Stafford was a little banged up last year. I don't think he was fully healthy. He missed a few games. I know he got knocked out when we played him. When Dallas played him. He got kind of knocked out of the game. So he was banged up last year. I think he'll be a little healthier. I think the Rams might be a team that will surprise some people and possibly challenge the Niners for the challenge the Niners for that division. I think the Niners still pull it out. That's a bang, man. It scared me.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, hey, bro, the football season gonna be kind of crazy, man. Like I said, man, it's a lot of.
Let us know what you think. Who's under the most pressure? Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy.
I'm telling you, man. Prescott got
or
a lot
Jalen
of pressure
Hurts
on him, man.
I mean, I feel this way, Canteen, with that one. I think Dak's always under pressure as a Cowboy quarterback, so I think he's under pressure no matter what. It may be slightly higher because he doesn't have a contract. He fought the last 3 games. To be fair, I was going to say last year the defense really let him down in that playoff game too. So to be fair, that wasn't all on Dak. I mean, they were giving up points left and right. The defense, which was supposed to be solid.
And as we said, bro, it wasn't even Prescott, man. It was mostly our defense, man. So
the defense.
So Flo,
I mean, who had to play from behind?
So when we look at the season, man, the season is like right now, what's the date? Today is July 9th. We got 21, 31, 51. And we got like 58 days until NFL, 57, 58 days until NFL season starts, man. And it's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy.
Crazy.
You know how we roll, bro.
Football's gonna get crazy.
Hey, now Flo, you said we're gonna try to pull off a Dallas game or something. We're gonna try to pull off something, man.
Maybe we'll see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna try and see.
Yeah.
All right. So you got another NFL topic or another? I know that the Cowboys need to sign CD. That's kind of up in the air right now. But do you have another topic you want to discuss NFL?
Oh man, I forgot to mention, man. Man, rest in peace, man, to the NFL player, Kyrie Jackson kid, man. He was drafted. Drafted cornerback that came out of Alabama, man.
By the Vikings,
yeah, drafted by the Vikings, ended up getting killed, man. Rest in peace to this kid, man.
It
Prominent
was pretty
player that
bad.
played for Nick Saban down in Alabama, man. Good kid, man. He was
Fourth round pick out of Oregon.
Is it Oregon?
Oregon, yeah.
Oregon, yeah.
Kyrie Jackson. Rest in
Yeah.
peace to him. Yeah. That was pretty sad.
He spent 2 years at Alabama before. Yeah, he spent 2 years with Alabama. Then he went to Oregon. You're right. Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah.
And salute to him and his family, man. Shout out to him, man. But
All right.
go ahead, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So any other topic on the NFL you want to discuss?
Nah, man, we good with NFL, bro.
All right. So NBA, kind of the big hot topic is who's under the most pressure with the Lakers next year. Because you have JJ Reddick, the coach, like we kind of went off on him last week about him getting that job. And you got LeBron coming back I believe he'll turn 50 next year. And then you got Bronny, who's probably the most touted second round pick ever. I've never seen another guy pick 55th have a press conference with the head coach. And so it's kind of odd, but who right now is under the most pressure in LA? Bronny, LeBron, or JJ Reddick, or is it somebody else? Who's under the most pressure in LA?
Here's the deal, man. You re-signed LeBron James, man, on a 2-year contract, $101.3 million max deal. Like, really?
I mean, he's already hurt you.
You signed this guy on and I'm not knocking this guy for this max deal. You bring his son on board. I'm not gonna knock the players or anything, man. When it comes to winning and losing in an organization, who you look at? CEO, the owners, and you look at the head coach. When you look at the Lakers, man, who's under the most? They got rid of Darvin Ham.
Yeah.
They said Darvin Ham was the pawn that needed to be removed. So if the Lakers go on a losing spree this year, who's gonna be the dominant pawn they're gonna have to remove? Reddick. You know, and so you bring on a guy with no coaching experience. He don't bring nothing to the table. But you
figure they're going to give him more than 1 year. They at least give him 2.
That's my point. So for me, man.
So it's definitely not LeBron. Like you said, he signed the deal. I think he's under pressure. But as the most pressure,
under pressure to perform.
I think JJ. I think Bronny's under quite a bit of pressure being a second rounder and being drafted. He's under pressure to do well and play, I think, at some point in the season. He's in the summer league now. He's not ready. He's only scoring 2 points per game in the summer league. Now, the summer league isn't always a determinant of how good you're going to be in the NBA necessarily, but he's struggling a little bit. It's good for him to get that playing time against professionals. I think you're right. JJ's probably under the most.
He's under a lot. He's under the gun, Flo. I would say this, Flo. I would say this, man. If we look at it, the counter offer, man, the UConn coach, Dan Hurley signed a 6-year deal for $50 million. Mm-hmm. Right? Dan Hurley could have got the same thing in LA.
Right.
But Dan Hurley don't want the pressure that comes with being the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. He don't want the pressure of being able to deal with guys who make more money than him and they can down talk him and downplay him. He was wise. He went back to UConn to try to win another chip. Could have made the same money in LA. There's a lot of pressure in LA because they want to win. They haven't won and they want to win now.
Right. If they're in a win now situation. Sure.
Yeah.
They're in a win now situation. I think he's under the most pressure next year to turn it around, to make them a viable team, and not just a play-in team, but to make them possibly a 6 seed, get out of that play-in type of thing. But at the same time, I mean, you basically have the same team. How much better have they gotten? They haven't really gotten better.
And Flo, that's my point exactly, man, is they've allowed toxicity to ruin the organization, man. And I get it. LeBron has won everywhere else.
I guess Jake's going to count that bubble championship.
You know what? Bubble. What did you say? Say it again.
Jake's going to count that bubble championship.
You see one from the bubble, right?
I'm just saying. I mean, that's definitely an asterisk there, but it does count as a championship for LeBron. It counts as one of his.
But Flo, there's no validity in that. Come on, man, really?
And it is an asterisk. There was no crowd. It was a shortened season. I mean, it's tough to really count.
When was the last time the Lakers won a championship before that?
Kobe, the last Kobe championship.
2011.
Is it 11? Okay. So it's been a minute. But to be fair, the Celtics were in the same position. It's been a while for them.
The last time the Lakers won was 2011.
I think wasn't the Celtics 2008? Something like that.
Celtics were 09.
09, 08, somewhere in there.
09, 08.
So the Celtics had been a minute for them, too.
Paul Pierce, Garnett, and Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Last time the Lakers won was 2010, 2011.
The Spaniard and Kobe.
That's what Kobe done won. 2011,
Yeah.
2010, 11.
Yeah.
Well,
That's got Kobe.
Let me think. 2011. Well, I'm trying to think outside the box. So.
It was in there somewhere. I can't remember.
2011. I got it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, let us know what you guys think. Who's under the most pressure? Is it JJ Reddick? Is it LeBron? Is it Bronny? I think Bronny's under more pressure than any 55th pick in the NBA. Probably in NBA history. I mean, he's under a lot.
Flo, when
for a 55th pick.
Now, Flo, I'll give you my honest opinion of the draft, man. NBA draft 2024, man. It was an edge show, man. I mean, when you look at some of your top talent, man, you had guys like the first draft pick went to the Hawks, foreigner, and then you had another guy went to the Wizards, foreigner, but then you had like Stephon Castle. So I think the first round was predominantly dedicated to mostly foreign guys, man. Foreign kids, cats I ain't never heard of, cats you've never heard of, foreigners.
Yeah.
So how does that appeal to guys who are USA guys from the USA and they prominent players and all the draft picks go to foreigners? That's a big question.
Right.
To me, that's a big question.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of foreigners, not a lot of American players.
It wasn't.
I think Edie looked pretty good. That guy from Purdue, he had a double-double. He had, I think, 14 points, 16 rebounds, and a couple of assists or something. He looks pretty good right now.
He went to the Grizzlies.
He went to the Grizzlies. I think he's going to be a solid pickup for them. They didn't have a good big man. What's that guy's name that played for them? He's been hurt for a couple of years. What's his
For the
name?
Grizzlies?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember his name. He's been hurt. Scott or something like that. I'm trying to remember his name. Man, what's his name? For the Grizzlies.
What position did he play?
He's a center for them, but he's been hurt. What's his name, man? You guys know what I'm talking about, man. I can't remember his name. He's like an Australian guy, I thought. And they may not have him.
Aldama?
No, I can't remember. He's got like a beard, long hair. I thought he played for the Grizzlies. I don't think he's playing for him this year. But anyway, they replaced him. He's been hurt the last couple of years. You remember? You know what I'm talking about? He's got a beard. He's got a beard and kind of longish hair. He's a tall guy. I can't remember his name now. I thought it was Scott something. Scott Foster. Not Scott Foster. I can't remember his name now. But anyway, now they got Zach Edey, a true center. I mean, I know Jaren Jackson kind of played that role, but he's not. He's more of a wing, more of a power forward. Brandon Clark, same thing for him. He played center. But I think this will be a good solidified kind of the middle for them. He'll be a presence in there, a big body. I think that could be good for them. That's a good pickup for them going into next year. And then with John Morant coming back healthy, they could be a team to be reckoned with next year, because they were seen as the next team up in line, and John Morant got in trouble, and then he got hurt. And just last couple of years, it's kind of gone downhill, especially last year. But anyway, they got Marcus Smart too, but he was injured most of the year last year.
Smart was injured, man. Injured prone.
Yeah. So he'll be back. John Morant will be back. You got Zach Edey. They still got Desmond Bane. I don't know if Derrick Rose, I think he may have retired. But they also got Jaren Jackson. He's solid. And then they got Zach Edey to come in there. And then Brandon Clark off the bench. So they got a solid team coming back. They have a lot of injuries, though. So we'll see what happens next year for them. Did you have something else on the NBA draft you were going to say?
I'm good, bro.
Okay. Any other stories for the NBA you want to talk about?
I'll be good, dog.
Okay. All right. I know we did mention it last week. We didn't talk a whole lot about I know Jake brought it up, but how much of an impact do you think Chris Paul will make for the Spurs coming in there? I didn't really get to talk about it. Jake said a little bit about it. Personally, I know they get better with Chris Paul. It always makes a team better when he first comes in there. I think his experience and his leadership will be good for them, but I feel like he's a little washed. I don't think he's the player he used to be. But at the same time, I feel like he's not going to be expected to score a lot. He's going to be just running the offense. So that's good for him. I don't know if they're going to start him on the bench with the Warriors. I feel like he'd probably be more of a starter with the Spurs. How much of an addition does Chris Paul make for my Spurs?
Man, Flo, man, that's a tough question for me, man, because when I look at the Western Conference standings last year, man, the Spurs finished 22-60, man. They're like 35 games behind Thunder, man, and I think
they didn't have much.
Here's what I'll say, man. I love Greg Popovich. I love Greg Popovich and how he coaches, man. You had guys like Tim Duncan, David Robinson. You had Manu Ginobili. You guys have had a lot of powerhouse players that have played under a great coach like Popovich. Popovich is a no-nonsense type of guy. He's a winner, and he likes to win. I think that they would utilize a guy like what's his name, Flo? I just said his name. What's the kid's name? You just said his name, bro. What's his name, Flo?
Who?
Played for the Warriors, Phoenix. What's his name?
Played for the Warriors.
Nah, the guy you just mentioned.
Chris Paul. Chris Paul.
I think that Popovich will utilize a guy like Chris Paul for his advantage to kind of help and develop a guy like Wembanyama. Develop him, be like a coach, mentor, trainer, and then build from that. I think this is the last run for a guy like Chris Paul, man. He don't get a chip now, he ain't having no time soon, bro. Yeah,
I mean, Devin Vassell was hurt last year. He'll be back. He's a solid player. They got Harrison Barnes now. He's a good veteran. And then they drafted that guy, Stephon Castle. I think he'll be solid for them as a rookie. You probably have to start as a rookie. They also, Keldon Johnson's a pretty good player. He was hurt. And so I think this could be, if they can add one more shooter, they could have added Klay Thompson or something like that. But if they can add a solid shooter on the outside, Wembanyama can kick out to, or Chris Paul can set up for 3-pointers, I think that'd be solid. Maybe we can get Patty Mills back in the mix. He's a solid 3-pointer. He knows Popovich. He knows his system. I don't know. I think we need a solid shooter who can really someone who can really knock down threes. And I think we can make the playoffs, make a push for maybe the play-in next year. Wembanyama is only going to get better. We saw as he got more playing time, he got better. He got more blocks. He led the league in blocks. And he was starting to really come into his own. The more playing time he got, the better he played. So I think as he gets more and more playing time, I think Popovich I guess it was smart to kind of lead him in there. He knew we weren't going to win a bunch of games, so why play him too much, and maybe wear him out his first season in the NBA. Play him, sparingly, and then work him in as the season goes on, and don't wear him out his first year. Get him used to the NBA game, the flow of the game. I think that was smart in the end. That was smart because we weren't going to win like a bunch of games anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a smart move, I think, in the end by Popovich. I think this year he started. I think he's going to average over 30 minutes, probably 30 to 35 minutes a game. I think we start seeing him start to dominate a little more in the NBA. I mean, I agree with Jake that he's gonna be really good and he's gonna dominate. I don't know if we'll get a championship in a couple of years, but I think eventually we will. Maybe the second season with Chris Paul there, we add another piece. Maybe we make a push in 2 years. Next year, I think we make a push for the play-in, and that's a possibility.
I agree, bro.
All right, man. Anything else, man? Man. 1 full hour.
Hey, Flo.
We got an hour in with the OGs.
Hey, bro. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, we got to start shifting back. I don't want to jump the gun. We're just gonna stick with what we got for right now, and then football season will just fire. We good, bro.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may do a football. We got Let's Talk Sports. We can't really sports anymore. They want to move to Let's Talk Sports, but we may have a football show on that network. So be on the lookout for that. Bottom line, we might have a football show over on the Let's Talk Sports network, exclusively on Let's Talk Sports. They're trying to monetize over there to help them out. We'll see what happens. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We got to think about it. Man, it's been good meeting you, the OGs here in the house. Flo. That's
Hey, Flo. Hey, bro. Hey, man. Listen,
yeah.
Man. I don't care what nobody said, bro. Man, we did it for a while, just me and you.
Yeah.
All the time, bro. Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm good with it as long as we know. I don't like when we don't know what's gonna happen. If I know it's me, I can go with it. Sometimes, we don't know what's gonna happen. It's like, man, can't go with it when I don't know what's happening. So it is what it is, man. Hey, thanks for everybody in the comments. Thanks for people who joined in. Appreciate you guys watching live, watching the replay. Share, like, subscribe, comment. Even about this show, if you're seeing it on the repeat, appreciate everybody coming in and joining us. We had at least 13 or 14 on the live. I can't tell who liked it because it won't show me. I don't know why.
Hey, you gonna hang out after this? You gonna hang out? Or you
yeah, we can hang out for a minute. I mean, I got to get back on the road.
I'll wait for you.
Hang out. Okay, man. Appreciate everybody. The Bottom Line Sports. Check us out every day on Tuesday, every week on Tuesday. We might start the football back up.
Yes, sir.
I got water. I'm driving.
Hey, Flo, what you said is it right here?
What is it?
Man, stop playing with me. Hey.
Man, stop playing, man. All right, man. We'll see you next time on the Bottom Line Sports. I think it's going to cut us off once I start the outro because I'm doing it a little differently on the
all right, I'll be waiting for you, bro.
All right, man. We'll see y'all next time on the Bottom Line Sports Show.